I expected my first address at this conference to take place under different circumstances. The COVID-19 pandemic seems to be affecting everything.
It's impressive that you were able to do it because, everyone is very afraid of taking the step. But we all know this is very important and that you can't just do everything online because particularly politics, foreign policy and the intellectual world, you need to meet the people, you need to exchange ideas, you have to keep these networks alive even during the pandemic.
To think through what sort of Europe is going to emerge from the pandemic, who we are as Europeans, what do we identify as common threats, what sort of common destiny do we perceive for ourselves?
Since this crisis is associated with many other issues, this is not only the health issue, this is also social and also the security. So therefore I welcome this topic at GLOBSEC conference.
The good thing about GLOBSEC is that the range is very wide. I'm very interested in 5G and technology, but also geopolitics. For someone like me who is interested in many different things, GLOBSEC is ideal.
We have to now focus more on our freedoms and liberty and democracy and rule of law, because even though we have things working online, it becomes even more essential. The freedom of speech, but at the same time, there is so much dis and misinformation going on. So these are very, very important aspects.
I think we are all on the same page in saying that climate change matters to our security and that we all need to do our part to mitigate its impact, and we all need to do our part to adapt and be prepared for the changes that are coming. So yes, I think based on the conversation, you can see that the defense sector, the policy sector, the private sector, we are all thinking about how do we do this now.
Clearly, European foreign policy is in a bit of a mess at the moment because we've seen a lot of differences recently on how to manage challenges from Belarus to Russia to Turkey, the Eastern Mediterranean.
Even if one can steal your physical freedom, he can't steal freedom of thoughts and freedom of conscience. This year, Belarusians understood what freedom means. After this year, Belarusians will never forget the value of freedom.
European Union is not trying to compete or to substitute for the defense. Our cornerstone of defense is still NATO. But we are missing some capabilities, and we are looking for those which are actually not on the both sides of the Atlantic or which are missing desperately in Europe, and we cannot just simply buy it.
My favorite panel has been the one on hybrid threat. To me, this is the fight of the future, is looking at ways in which adverse actors are trying to undermine our democracies or change our values or do things which go against our interests.